Today we're going to be talking about covalent bonding. Covalent bonds are the bonds formed by the sharing of electrons between atoms. And a molecule is a neutral group of atoms that are covalently bonded together. For example, one oxygen molecule is the same as two oxygen atoms covalently bonded together. A molecule of oxygen is also a diatomic molecule, which is a molecule consisting of two atoms. A molecular compound is a compound composed of molecules of the same phase. They usually have low melting points and boiling points, and are usually gases or liquids at room temperature. Molecular compounds are usually made of two or more nonmetals, while ionic compounds are formed when a metal bonds with a nonmetal. Molecular formulas show the chemical formula for molecular compounds, and it shows how many atoms of each element are in the equation. For example, one hydrogen atom plus one hydrogen atom equals a H2 covalent bond. In covalent bonds, electron sharing occurs so atom can obtain the electron configuration of a noble gas. And take note that the two dots on top of each other is equal, or it means the same thing as two lines connected to each other. An unshared pair of electrons is a pair of electrons, valence electrons at that are not shared between atoms. In the example, you can see two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. And you have two pairs of unshared atoms on the oxygen that you cannot distribute to the hydrogen. So then you get the other examples, the ones that I drew after the 2H plus O. Atoms can form double or triple bonds if they can attain a noble gas configuration by sharing two or three pairs of valence electrons. Here we have an example of a double bond configuration where you have two oxygen atoms, and because together they don't form 8, they need to merge together and move some of their valence electrons around to get that configuration. Here we have two nitrogen atoms, and the same thing applies. We need to find the noble gas configuration, or how to make a noble gas configuration between these two atoms. We just move around some valence electrons, and then we get the equation that we need. Coordinate covalent bonds are covalent bonds in which one atom contributes both pairs of electrons. The shared electron pair comes from one of the bonding atoms. A polyatomic ion is a tightly bound group of atoms that has a positive or negative charge and behaves as a unit. Bond association energy is the energy required to break the bond between two covalently bonded atoms. A large bond dissociation energy corresponds to a large covalent bond. A resonance structure is a structure that occurs when it is possible two or more valid electrons dot configurations that have the same number of electron pairs form a molecule.